Welcome back to Who Would Win. Today's Who Would Win comes to us from Lucas Rivera. This will be the last in the themed seasonal month of October. Who would wins? And you asked the question: Who would win a fight? Jason Voorhees versus Doomguy. So let's get Doomguy out of the way real quick. Also, kind of known as Doom Slayer apparently, but Doomguy, lead protagonist of the game Doom. He is basically he's kind of a super soldier a little bit. He is stronger and more durable than your average person. He's fought and defeated Hell multiple times. He continues to do so in every game. He has an array of weapons on him, including grenades, shotgun, Gatling gun, which, from what I understand, the original game really wasn't any better than the pistol. A pistol, a rocket launcher, the BFG, and then there's the Hell something or other, the one that actually feeds off like Hell demonic energy. Doomguy also has a body armor. He has a protective shield that can last for a little while. Give him invulnerability. He's like at least twice as strong as your average guy. And he's a super soldier in many ways. Jason Voorhees, the character I've had on this channel so many times that it almost gets annoying at points. But I can say the same about I could actually probably Pennywise would be the one that honestly. Nah, you can keep giving Pennywise ones. I'm not saying it is like, oh God. But if you had to say which one it gets annoying to continually repeat their backstory, it would be Pennywise. Because people seem to get this impression. I don't know about Pennywise. Trust me, I'm aware of Pennywise. I know Pennywise's shtick. Trust me. And his backstory. So, yeah, I'm aware of that. Jason Voorhees. Now, generally speaking, when I talk about Jason Voorhees, I use a couple choice versions of him. I use the human one from the reboot. I use the one from the original series, which basically you could make the argument ended with Jason goes to hell, who is essentially a demon-possessed individual. The real Jason is an evil spirit of demonic nature that possesses people and kills people still. Uber Jason from Jason X, and Zombie Jason from Freddy vs. Jason. But, to be fair, I'm going to actually start substituting out the Zombie Jason just so I can appease some of you people. I'm not trying to appease you, because it's fair. There's a version of Jason I haven't been using, so I should be using that version of Jason. That is the comics version of Jason. Now, the comics version of Jason is, what's the best way to put it? Nothing really changed about Jason. Because the thing about the comics version is it actually takes place after Freddy vs. Jason. Ironically, spoilers, Will and Maury, the two leads that made it out of that alive, get killed in the early parts of that issue. But that deals with Ash, Freddy, and Jason. Ash as an Ash from the Evil Dead. And eventually we get Deadite Jason. Now, to be fair, Deadite Jason eventually got his soul stolen briefly by Freddy. But eventually he would resurrect. Because it actually leads into Jason X later on. But, Deadite Jason has all the abilities of a Deadite. He also got his face restored, too. Higher regenerative capabilities, was dual-wielding machetes, high durability rate, but, unlike other forms of Jason, had a clear-cut weakness, because once you become a Deadite, one of the easy ways to kill you is to decapitate you, or set you on fire. Well, decapitate and then just, dismemberment. So Jason actually had a very clear method of death at that point. Because he was no longer the same Jason that we got from the original series. That being said, Uber Jason, just to go over him real quick, and Human Jason. Human Jason is the only Jason that you would really want to be afraid of. Because, not really. If not really want to be afraid of, but what's the best way to put it? He's the only one of them, a version of Jason that actually will move quickly. Like, he'll actually run. Physical powerhouse, as far as a human standard goes, usually has a machete, hatchet, hunting knife, sometimes has a crossbow on the call. And then Uber Jason is what happens when the nanites were, implanted and merged with his body. He basically became like a cyborg and was so durable that he could survive the vacuum of space, rip through metal hulls of ships, and possibly survived re-entry and was bulletproof. Re-entry to a planet's atmosphere. So Jason's always been a powerful individual. Each of them have their own kind of weaknesses. Like, only a Voorhees could fully defeat Jason in the original series. And even then, he didn't stay dead because Freddy versus Jason was basically was the movie that came after that in continuity, even though it's technically out of continuity. Although it's technically in because Freddy's glove did come up at the end of Jason Goes to Hell. So if these two met in a fight, who would win? Doomguy or Jason? So let's break it down. Doomguy versus standard series Jason. All the versions of Jason are pretty slow. Yeah, they can kind of just ghost around if they want, but they're generally, when we talk about movement, we never see Jason running or anything like those lines. So he must keep walking. But he's so stealthy, apparently, and he's just persistent, that doesn't matter. So durability-wise, Doomguy's probably strong because and especially we're talking maybe like this version of Doomguy right here, he had an upgraded armor, so physically he could probably match Jason. He's got enough firepower to blow Jason away, and unlike a lot of other characters, he would not be anywhere near tempted to try to eat Jason's heart to have the spirit possess him or anything like that. He's dealt with hell so many times. There's no way original series Jason with Lil's like, eat my heart so I can possess you, or trying to possess him. There's no way that shit would work. So original series Jason, it's a no-go. Human reboot Jason. I'll give the human reboot Jason this. He's the quickest one among the Jasons, so he can actually run in a dodge if he wants to. He's also, again, very physically tough, so he would at least give Doomguy a physical struggle. He can compete, at least. But the problem is, he's the only one of them that's actually mortal, as far as we know. He would easily just be killed. Because, again, Doomguy's got firepower on his side that Jason doesn't, and he's wearing body armor. So, reboot Jason. Dead. So that brings us to our two big hitters here. Uber Jason and Comic Jason. Uber Jason, why am I doing that? Next time I should really put up all the versions of Jason. Right now I'm just kind of rotating back and forth from like 2 to 3 pictures usually. But I should really, next time I do Jason, have multiple versions of Jason to go to. Uber Jason though, see, Uber Jason's the one that I think Doomguy's going to have the most trouble with. And that's just because of sheer durability. Like, he'll just tank gunfire. He'll just tank that. Even high caliber round fire. As you saw them, I can't remember the android's name in Jason X. The android using. That wasn't just like, 9mm. No, she was firing a freaking machine gun at him, and it was just bouncing off. And they just decked her, and her head was gone. She was still functioning. She could still talk and all that, but because she's an android. So any of Doomguy's small caliber weapons aren't going to do crap. So now Uber Jason's just going to keep walking. They might go toe to toe for a bit, but I think Uber Jason at this point now outclasses Doomguy in physical strength. So Doomguy gets thrown around a bit, but he puts on the invulnerability armor, so he's fine for a little bit. Pulls out the BFG and blasts Jason point blank. So here's the question: can Jason survive the BFG? Again, we don't know for certain. It's implied Jason might have survived re-entry, but there's no guarantee he did. So the question is, did he? I'm probably going to say no, he didn't. Only because the mask survived, but I mean, it's possible because it layered his muscle. But here's the thing. It was layered throughout his entire body, but there was only 2 limbs he had, an arm and a leg, that were truly metal. The rest was just kind of ingrained in his body a bit. So even if he did survive that, his more organic parts probably didn't. Or were heavily injured. So I'm going to say that no, he probably couldn't survive. Let me rephrase that. He could survive even a point-blank hit from the BFG, but he would not come out unscathed. He would probably, get blasted. The metal on his body would be sizzling from the heat, and the organic parts of him would pretty much not be there. So, Doomguy again has maybe a couple rounds in the clip. So, boom, boom, blast him again, and then eventually puts Uber Jason down. So, I do think he'd put Uber Jason down, but Uber Jason would be a much tougher opponent than even most of what the hell gave him, or has to offer him. And sorry, one second. I know people I've had some people say, "Hey, it's kind of distracting to have the URL there." Someone said Control F11. I've tried that. That right? I don't know what other thing I have to press in order to do that. like what other key I have to press along with that. Is it FN? I'll do some experimenting after I'm done with this video, because I have another video to do for what if. But last but not least, we have the comic Jason, who's a Deadite. Unfortunately, this Jason actually isn't going to fare very well because he's technically a demon of hell in some ways at that point, like legitimately. And that's nothing new to Doomguy. And if anything, the one Hellmaker was it called, the one that feeds off demonic energy, the Hellmaker. Using the Hellmaker, he would easily just take Jason down, and even if he didn't, another BFG to the face would just incinerate his ass, which means the decapitation thing is already taken care of. Dismemberment, easy. And even if that doesn't work, he's had enough experience fighting these guys that he can easily take Jason on. Unfortunately, Jason is just an individual who doesn't match up well to someone like Doomguy, who's fought the forces of hell on multiple occasions. So ultimately, I gotta go Doomguy. I gotta go Doomguy in this case. Now, normally I can see a scenario where one of the versions of Jason can win. If any of the versions of Jason can win, it would probably be Uber Jason. Only because he has the sheer durability to take a couple shots from something like the big BFG before he's completely done. And even then, he can tank all the small caliber fire, no problem. So that would be the one version of Jason that might have a chance, but I do still think Doomguy wins the overall fight. But what do you think? Do you think it's Doomguy or do you think it's Jason? Let me know in the comments below. But thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, share, subscribe. As always, if you want us to review something, put in the comments below. Let us know. We'll do a review of it at some point. I'll be back on Friday with another Who Would Win. I'll actually be back in a little bit with a What If. And I got 2 videos planned for tomorrow besides my Terminator Dark Fate review. With that being said, though, I will spoil a little bit. Now, one of the commands for Friday will be Naruto. Because it's part of the theme to Who Wins of the month. And I didn't do any this month, or I didn't do any for the last week because I didn't want to theme a Who Would Win or with Naruto versus a horror themed character if I thought it was just going to be a complete smackdown on that character's part. So no, I'll pick someone else. And luckily, a lot of people give me suggestions for Naruto and Sasuke, so I'll be able to just pick one from something someone's given me. So until then, though, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. See you next time.